Hey everybody, this is Mr. Storm. This is the second video in the series that shows you how to set up your classroom for blended learning. In the last video, I showed you how to set up your hardware, how to troubleshoot it, and make sure everything was working properly. In this video, we're going to go over some software side issues that we may need to be aware of. I'm going to show you how to set up your Google Meets and how to use those to not only record your lessons, but also stream them live. Now you may notice that there is a significant decrease in quality of the video for this video as opposed to the last video. The reason for that is because I noticed there were some jittery issues with the video. I'm asking my computer to do a lot by recording while also recording my voice and my face and whatnot. So I just had to reduce the quality a little bit in order to make this video come out smooth, or as smooth as possible. Now, there are three reasons why I chose Google Meet over other equivalent software, such as open broadcasting software or Zoom or Skype. The reason why I chose this software is one, because it's extremely easy to use. Two, because it does everything we want without having to compromise on quality. And three, I don't have to worry about security issues that come with other software such as Zoom. Because all of this is integrated into our Google accounts that we all already have, this is extremely easy. I can find my files quickly. I can integrate it with my Google Calendar. And as long as my Google account is secure, such as by using two-factor identification or making sure I have strong passwords and I'm changing them regularly, I know I don't have to worry about security issues, such as the Chinese government watching my class for some reason. Okay, so in order to create a new Google Meet session, I can go to meet.google.com and click Join or Start a Meeting. That's great if I want to just create a meeting very quickly. My preferred way of creating a meeting, however, is to go to Google Calendar. So I'm going to click on the Google Calendar tab here. Now, again, because of the reduced quality, it's probably going to be fuzzy and it's going to be hard to see what's going on here. But hopefully you get the gist of what I'm going for here. So today is July 27th, and let's say I want to create a new Google Meet for July 27th. I'm going to click on July 27th. It's going to ask me to add a title and time. So I'm going to say, I'll say A2 Computer Programming. Now for time, I'm going to say, all right, it's A2, which is going to be, I've been out of school too long. I can't remember the actual times our class periods are. Let's guess and say it's, I don't know, I'm going to say 10 o'clock. We'll say it's 10 o'clock in the morning until 11 o'clock. Sure, sounds good to me. And I'm going to say it does repeat every weekday on Monday. Actually, we can go custom because I want it to be every Monday and Wednesday. And I want it to repeat every 1 week. So every 1 week on Monday and Wednesday. And it ends, let's say, after 10 occurrences. Sure. Click Done there. I want to add a Google Meet video conferencing session so that way people can join Google Meets from this calendar. Okay, good. Good. And I am going to click Save. Now that's going to create an A2 Computer Programming 1 meeting on every Monday and Wednesday for the next 10 weeks or so. Beautiful, or the next 5 weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Since it's after 10 a.m. today, then that meeting's not going to work. So I'm going to click on this here. I'm going to click on this session. And I'm going to go to Join with Google Meet, and it will take me to Google Meet. Oh, let me click out of here, click out of there. And it's that easy. So now I can see that my camera is working. I can see my camera. I can see that my microphone is working because I can see some deflection on the meter down here. If I want to make sure that the camera and microphone are the right camera and microphone, I can click here and go to Settings. And in Settings, I can see in my audio, I'm using my external microphone, which is what I want. And in video, I can see I'm using my USB camera, which is what I want. And I can also set my resolution settings here. I like to keep these as low as possible just to make sure it's smooth video. But if you're, let's say, if your camera is on your ceiling and you're trying to record a session and you're writing on the whiteboard and you want that to come up crisp and clear, then you want to use high definition. The problem is with high definition video, and if every teacher in the building is using high definition video, it may soak up way too much bandwidth and cause some jittery issues with video. So by default, I usually choose standard definition. If for some reason your students can't see what you're doing, maybe change your camera placement in your room. The last thing you should do is worry about changing the quality here. So try to keep it at 360p. All right, I'm going to click done and click join now. So there we are. That's me. My camera's working properly. I can see that it's my A2 computer programming class. Now, from here, there are a couple things that I can see I can do. For one, I can turn off my microphone if I want. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself. Now, you can still hear me because I'm recording this with a different thing, but it's going to say, are you talking? Your mic is off. I can also turn off my video from here, which is something you may want to do from time to time. If you want to, turn off your video and then, make a bunch of lewd gestures to the camera, please don't, because you might get in trouble. Anyway, so I can turn my video back on and my microphone back on. There we go, and I'm back. Okay, so that's how you can do that. You can also end the call from here just by clicking the red receiver button. Here I can turn on captions. Now this is great. I love having captions on because if you have ESL students that find it hard to understand English, but they can read it better, this is great for them. It's also great for students that just have audio issues. Maybe the audio is not coming through on their computer, or maybe they just don't like the sound of your voice and they just want to read it. This is great for them. So I like to have captions on while I'm recording these videos as well. I'm going to go ahead and turn those off now. So, that's captions there. Now, the other thing you can do is you can present your screen to your students so that they can see what's on your screen. So, for example, if you're teaching using a Google Slides presentation or a PowerPoint presentation, you can click this button here that says Present Now. And this button is going to allow you to choose a specific window, a Google Chrome tab, or your entire screen. I'm going to choose a Chrome tab. And I'm going to choose this operating system's Google Slides presentation that I have open here. And I will click Present. And this will allow my students who are watching at home to just see the presentation that I'm giving while also listening to my voice as I'm going through the presentation. So we can talk about, learning objectives, blah, 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 and all that stuff, right? Okay, perfect. So let me stop sharing my presentation. So I'm going to stop presenting. So you can see now that we can quickly do screen sharing. They can see my face. I can jump back and forth between sharing my screen and them seeing my face. So this does everything we need it to do. Now, here's the thing. Let's say you want this live session to actually be recorded so that later you can grab that video and you can put it on Canvas, right? So it's actually easier to do than you may be thinking. Let me show you. So if you come over here to these three dots here and you go to record meeting, if you click it, this box will pop up. Now this box basically says, if you can't read it, it says recording a meeting without the consent of all participants may be illegal and actionable. You should obtain consent to record this meeting from all participants, including external guests and guests who join late. So I'm going to click accept. Now, here's how I plan on handling this as a teacher, because this is a real big deal. I'm going to go ahead and click accept and let the recording start. This is a big deal. I want to make sure my students understand that they are being recorded, and if they are, let's say they're at home and they want to ask a question and their camera is on, they have to know that that session is being monitored and recorded so that any questions they ask or anything they throw into the chat up here, right? Let's open up the chat window. Students can type questions here in the chat. They have to know that all of this is being recorded for later. So if they put something in the chat that's inappropriate, or if they ask a question that's inappropriate, or they don't want all of the school or all of the kids in their class to see their dirty bedroom behind them whenever they jump onto the meeting and join, they have to make decisions on their end, such as turning off the video, right? By clicking boop, that button right there, turning off their video if they want to ask a question. Make sure your students understand that. I would put that in disclosures, and I would also talk about it the first couple of days of class, and also remind them before you start recording the video. Hey, I'm about to record this session, so make sure everybody understands that this session will be recorded. All right, anyway, I digress. So I'm actually going to stop recording this session here. I'm going to click stop recording. Make sure you remember to stop recording. When you do click stop recording, this message will pop up. It says the recording will be saved in David Storm's Google Drive. A link to the recording will be added to the event, and everyone in the guests list will be given access. So I'm going to click stop recording. Now what that means is that it's going to automatically take that video that we just recorded, and it's going to put it into my Google Drive. It's going to create a new folder called Meet Recordings, and it's going to pop that video into that folder for us automatically. Now it's going to take a bit of time because it has to encode the video and it has to format it properly and upload it. But once it's there, it's yours and you can do whatever you want with it. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to take this live session and provide the link to this session to your students. And I will also show you how to take those individual recording sessions and upload those to Canvas so your students can watch those later. Okay, thanks for paying attention, and I will see you next time.